Good morning. My name is Amy Gill, your pharmacist that cares. So, guys, it is starting to get cooler outside. I went to a soccer game last night and whew, wish I had a sweatshirt. It is definitely feeling like fall is coming. So, I hope you guys are ready. You start going to the stores and it starts smelling of pumpkin already, and like the Christmas decorations are coming out. So, it's coming whether we want it or not. So, because of talking about getting colder, we always think of all those things that come with the season of getting colder, which means we want to really work on our immune systems. As it gets colder, things just start popping out, right? That we need to take care of. We need to take care of our immune system all the time. But I think people start thinking of it more in the fall and on into the winter. So I wanted to talk about something that I've been hearing a lot about, and I had to do some research on it because I'm not that familiar with. And it is the mushrooms and really the hidden powers of the mushrooms and what they can do for your daily defense and to help with your immune response and your immune system and even your gut health. So I picked out the top 5 that I found, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about each of them. And so I hope this helps. I actually have notes. I don't always have notes, but like I said, I had to do research myself because this is so new to me. But when I started looking into it, I was seriously blown away by all the things I found and all the studies that have been done for years, some of them for decades or 2 decades. I found one study back from 2003 that had a lot of amazing information as well. So the first one I'm going to talk about is called reishi. So with this one, it talks about the adaptogenic properties to help alleviate stress. Who doesn't need that? Oh my goodness. I am sure we are all under stress all day long. You never know when impact is going to happen, right? You have to be prepared. That's why I talk to the kids about not procrastinating. And that does help with stress, right? But sometimes things just happen and you have 10 things to do at once and there's only one of you. And how are you going to do it? So you need to be prepared, because if your body is under constant stress, we talked about this just a couple weeks ago with your heart. That's not good, right? It's not good on your immune system, because if you're constantly stressed, you're not sleeping well. What does that do? That's not going to help your immune system. All these things are tied together, you guys. They are all absolutely tied together. Week after week, I keep talking about little bits and pieces, but all these things, it's really the holistic thing that I'm talking about. So that is really what this particular mushroom focuses on, is stress. It also benefits gut health. Of course, if we're going to alleviate stress, doesn't that make sense that we're going to help with gut health? Absolutely. Again, those things are tied together. Now, there was a study showing that it increased the count of beneficial white blood cells in immunocompromised patients. That's huge. If you come to the pharmacy and let's say you got out in poison ivy because you were working outside, right? You're going to get a steroid pack from me. We talk about what that does to your immune response and about staying away from immunocompromised patients because you don't want to get them sick. So that could be a huge benefit for those immunocompromised patients. And it increases energy is what it is shown to do as well. So reishi does have quite a few benefits. There's tons more. I mean, I just kind of picked out the highlights. I could probably do an entire talk on each of these mushrooms. It was just, I was blown away, totally blown away. I'm sure you guys don't want to listen to me that long. So the next one I want to talk about is called lion's mane. Now, lion's mane supports healthy cognitive function. Okay, so mental clarity. How amazing is that for all the things that we have to do all the time, right? We need to be clear. And as we age, of course, that is an issue as well. So we want to make sure that we have that mental clarity. Now, mushrooms do provide fiber. What does fiber do? That helps with your gut health, right? I talked about how much fiber you need every day to help with mental alertness. So again, all these things actually make sense. So when I was researching this, I was blown away, but at the same time, I'm like, well, of course it does. That just makes sense. So it also does contain antioxidants that help keep your cells healthy. Okay, so again, key. But again, the main one I talked about with this one was the mental clarity. And again, like I said, gut health, because of course, all of these are going to help with gut health because of the increased fiber, the stress relieving, and all these things are absolutely tied together. Shiitake mushrooms, they are going to support your immune health. It actually called it, this was something that several different sites I found, called it the elixir of life for shiitake mushrooms. It has antiviral and antibacterial and antifungal properties. That's a lot of stuff. And it is an anti-inflammatory. So when something happens, of course, you're going to have that immune response. That's normal. But if you're in a constant state of inflammation, that is not good for your overall health. So many foods that we eat can be inflammatory. So many things that we do like that really can cause a lot of issues. And if you're in that constant state of inflammation, it's not going to be good for pretty much your whole system. I could go through everything and tell you what is going to cause issues. So if you can do something to get yourself out of that chronic state, plus changing your diet, pulling out those inflammatory foods, that is key as well. And taking a supplement like this, that can help with the inflammatory response. So I was pretty fascinated by that one. The next one is going to be called maitake. So maitake supports cellular immune response. It actually improves your T cell count. So the T cells are white blood cells that do several different kinds of things. But a couple main things that they are going to include cell signaling for the destruction of invading pathogens. So it is going to look for those things and go destroy them. So think of like the little video game where you go to like shooting the little bad guys, little aliens that are coming. That's kind of really what the T cell does, right? So it's looking for those things to fight off those bad things that aren't supposed to be in your body. Okay, so it's like I said, like the old Atari game where you're like, shoot at those things. And this was a really cool one with the maitake. It actually helps maintain healthy levels of glucose. Again, wow. I mean, the benefits of these things are huge, and they're just found out in the environment, right? So they are naturally occurring products. It's not these things that we're making in some factory that we're adding all these preservatives to and all this nasty, nasty stuff that our body can't process. These are things that are found in nature. So this is it's just mind blowing, you guys. So much can be done without popping those pills. And that's really what I want you to see. There are so many things you can do to be healthy and avoid seeing me at the pharmacy. It just takes you guys saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take control of my life, and I'm not going to take the easy way out by taking a pill. People say that. I don't really think it's the easy way out. It's costly. There's side effects that go along with those, and it's just not the good way, right? I mean, this is really what you want to do is take control of your life naturally. The last one I talk about is called chaga. And it is a source of antioxidants, and it supports immune health by reducing and moderating harmful bacteria. And this was kind of interesting fact about this. It's often consumed as a tea. So I noticed a couple different countries, they actually drink it as tea for immune health and antioxidant health. And it also has anti-inflammatory effects. So again, huge bonus. And gut health, big surprise again, right? So all these things are there, all working together to help your overall health and wellness. You guys know I talk about gut health all the time, right? I have products that can truly help make a difference for your gut, even all the way down to 4 years old. So if you guys haven't reached out to me to talk about that, or reach out to me for some samples, like I said, anywhere from 4 and up, we can definitely help you make a difference for gut health. Now, I have a new product that I can help you with all of these mushrooms I was just talking about in a powder form. Now, I don't know if you guys eat mushrooms. Oh, I do not. So if you like mushrooms, like to actually eat them, whether like on a salad or on a pizza or a sandwich or whatever, let me know. I find them just kind of slimy and spongy. So I've really stayed away from them. So when I found out this was in a powder form, I'm like, amazing. I could just pop this in my shake and won't have to worry about all that texture-y stuff. So anyway, I'm curious if, like I said, if you guys eat mushrooms, let me know how you do it. If you're like me and you're like, oh, no, I don't. I know they're beneficial, but Amy, I am not going to eat mushrooms. Then let's talk about this. And even if you do like mushrooms, let's talk about this. Reach out to me and I can give you some information, give you some samples on it, show you how you can get it, because this is going to be these 5 mushrooms all together to help with your daily defense. And that is key. You guys, if we are going to be healthy and happy, we have to start taking control of our lives today. And that is the only way we are going to do it, is saying, yes, Amy, I want to talk to you here, not in your white coat behind the counter, because like I said, that's no fun. Nobody wants to see me there. So please reach out to me. I would love to have a conversation about how to get you and your entire family healthy and happy. My name is Amy Gill, your pharmacist that cares.